everybody and welcome back to the internet's best reactions. Today we are talking about the Italian Grand Prix. Now I was hoping to have my smug face on. I was really praying that I'd be able to celebrate a Leclerc victory. Alas, it's fine. Your reactions were amazing all the same, so let's dive into them right now. At Yanni Contio, Hamilton and Bottas in P19 and P20. This whole weekend was a bit of a farce, wasn't it? With the amount of grid penalties. It was kind of like an I've won, but at what cost kind of meme, because yes, we had a jumbled up grid for Sunday's race and allowed us to have a bit more overtaking, had Carlos Sainz on a charge, for example. However, it took away from Saturday, and I do hold qualifying in quite high regard. I don't enjoy it as much as the race, but I do enjoy my Saturdays, so I feel like there definitely needs something to happen with the rulings to not allow for Saturday to just become this bit of a procession. It was for like even Leclerc getting pole, I was still like, it was kind of a foregone conclusion anyway. At Cameron_Alex, Lando at the start. Yes, he did not move at all from P3 on the grid, which is a bit of a shame because he was in such a good position and maybe could have secured quite a lonely sort of P5, P6 potentially at the end, but instead fell back like a stone, and that allowed Danny Rick to come into the podium. And you're just wondering, aren't you? Is he going to pull off a miracle again? Have a dreadful season for most of 2022 and then just bag a victory somehow with Leclerc and Russell coming together or something? It didn't happen. He actually DNF'd, and I need to talk to you about a crazy trend, but you did wonder for a second, didn't you? I'll let you know that trend right now, actually. At Matty WTF1 comes in with... Sorry, it's just the easiest way to show you. So 2019, Leclerc P1. 2020, Leclerc DNF. 2020, Gasly P1. 2021, Gasly DNF. 2021, Ricciardo P1. 2022, Ricciardo DNF. So what we're saying here is that Verstappen's win streak will at least end in Monza next year. At Love_Lucid, Daniel Ricciardo making the McLaren as wide as possible at the front of the DRS train. Monza's just so well known for its DRS trains. We made a video actually. If it doesn't make sense, go check out our latest one of our latest videos on our YouTube channel about why DRS is terrible at Monza. But Danny Rick loves a Monza, loves a Monaco. Anywhere where nobody can overtake him, he thrives. Somehow manages to get up the grid at a decent qualifying, to be fair, and then just sat there for ages, ruining so many people's races. He was sat there probably having a great time before we had that mechanical issue. At Capcakey, all aboard the Daniel Ricciardo DRS train. There were so many, including Nick de Vries. And I've got a lot of good things to say about this man, so we'll save them for a little bit later on. But Danny Rick had an enormous amount of carriages on his DRS train. At Tim McD F588, Checo car. Sergio Perez, of course, was one of the many that had grid penalties for the race, but then had brake problems. And it was a bit weird because I genuinely thought he wasn't in the race for a long time after he had his brake sort of issue, but just carried on, got fastest lap and picked up a top 6. So it didn't work out too badly for him, but I thought at this point his race may have been over. At Bents17809348, Leclerc when Max goes from P7 to P2 in 4 laps. When are Formula 1 going to just realise that Verstappen is just a little bit too good? Maybe we need to stick a bit of weight ballast on him. I'm obviously joking. Verstappen is just on another level at the moment. It doesn't matter. Just have another victory, Verstappen, from a Leclerc pole position. That percentage pole to win ratio for Leclerc must be almost 1% at this rate. I try so hard to not get excited for this weekend, but I was like, look, Leclerc's P1, Verstappen P7, it's a tight turns 1 and 2. Something crazy might go on. No, Verstappen's P2 by lap 5. Give us a break. At Formula Matt 3316, the walking highlighters are hard at work. I didn't see them as highlighters, to be fair. There were minion memes going around. There were all kinds of bananas. Of course, Leclerc had that amazing banana suit in his Twitch streams from a couple of years ago. What do we think of the Ferrari livery this weekend? I would have probably liked it if they'd just gone full yellow. It just felt a little bit blocky from the side. From the front, and Tommy said this as well, it looks really good with the yellow Ferrari writing on the rear wing. Mwah, looks great. But It just feels like it was kind of a half-done job, and it was like, let's just slap a bit of yellow on the car and say it's a tribute. I wanted full yellow. You either go completely in or don't at all. At @LeDanDan_. Every single time I see this today, I have a mini heart attack. Yep, me too, Dan. Especially when they were saying, oh, don't short shift out of corners or something. I'm like, oh, God. Here we go again. And didn't even matter anyway, because Ferrari did a different strategy, pitted, went, oh yeah, plan A. You know, we'll extend the mediums and just make it happen. And then about 10 laps in, they've gone, plan C? If Verstappen goes plan B? Like, what? They have lettered plans for other drivers as well. They have a mad system going on at Ferrari, I tell you. At Kronal15, De Vries in the Williams. Let's just talk about him, shall we? Unbelievable. He had about, 15, 20 minutes in free practice. He was in a different car as well, Aston Martin. Then gets the call up for Williams with Alex, who has appendicitis. Fingers crossed for a speedy recovery for him. But my God, has that also allowed for De Vries to show what he can do. Like, I was kind of thinking, yeah, he's probably not going to get a seat, probably doesn't have enough sponsorship, hasn't really been able to prove his worth. But my God, turns up, great qualifying, starts P8 alongside Verstappen, which nobody would have predicted going into Monza, and then finishes P9. Just rip up whatever contract Latifi has. Get De Vries in that car from the next race. Not even next season. He's proved himself. Imagine what he would have been able to do if he knew what the buttons were on his steering wheel. At Toby_King58, Fernando Team Radio, just pure comedy. You almost thought he was going to come out with another GP2 engine, didn't you? With the fact that he was complaining about the energy deployment. The team came back to him and said, no, it looks fine to me. He just goes, wow. Alonso is so done with that team. I feel like we might get a few more spicy Team Radios. I feel like there probably was some good exchanges between them, but we were never given them. At A_Aaron_17, loving this Italian GP so far. Nicholas in a Williams. Nah. Nick in a Williams. Dare I say more? Driver of the day. Pretty decent in wheel-to-wheel battling, considering he's not done Formula 1 before. I know he's done Formula 2, Formula E World Champion, etc, etc. But Formula 1's a different kettle of fish, and he held himself very, very well. At Ticey_46, mediums Ferrari? Mediums till the end? Look, I actually backed their strategy choice there. They gained a bit of time, obviously, with the fact it was VSC, but then forced themselves into a two-stop. To be honest, I think it was pretty much game over no matter what. The pace that Verstappen showed in that sort of last 10 laps of his soft stint, where everybody else is off those soft tyres. They're all struggling. Max is just in another league at the moment, and they wouldn't have won no matter what strategy they put on, to be honest with you. So I've come to accept that was what was going to happen. At Chris L61181, Leclerc looking in his mirror every time he takes first. Literally. Can you imagine Charles just, lovely. You know, I've got a 6th place buffer. I've got, Russell behind the Mercedes. It should be all right. Looks in his mirror. Verstappen's there. I bet he's just praying for one easy race. Never happens.
Who has won Tweet of the Week?
Right, Tweet of the Week time now. This made me laugh so much, to be fair. Live on our Twitch channel. If you don't follow us already, WTF1 Official. We do loads of race watch-alongs, quali watch-alongs, free practice watch-alongs even, as well as other shows as well. But this is Tweet of the Week. Steph_5555. You win an amazing Fanatec prize with this meme. Danny Rick tried to keep everyone behind him. I love that. It's actually perfect with the fact that it's an orange... whatever that is. That did make me laugh a lot. So well done, Steph. You win an amazing Fanatec prize. At F1_Remy, Williams to De Vries after the race. I know there's a lot of De Vries memes, a lot of support, a lot of positive reinforcement from F1 Twitter. They have taken De Vries with open arms. I've already seen people changing the GOAT meme to De Vries instead of Latifi. But yeah, sign the contract, Williams. Get it done. Get it dusted. I think Jos Capito said before the race, there's a lot of bolts in the air or whatever. No, put the bolts down and sign him. At R2D2, the midfield battle like. And there's Danny Rick, right at the front, having a great time. Another meme from @Bents17809348. Ferrari fans when the race will not be restarted. can tell it wasn't a great race, can you, when we're already at the end of the race? But there's a lot of memes, so don't worry. Yeah, this was interesting, wasn't it? We basically got a taster of what Abu Dhabi 2021 should have been like had the rules been followed, and everyone was very deflated after Monza when there's no championship being fought for, and we're all like, oh, anticlimax, etc., etc., especially me, of course, being a Leclerc fan. But imagine if that had happened for Abu Dhabi. But then again, it's the rules, and rules are rules. They should be followed. So, yeah, we got a taster of what it could have been like last year, and not a lot of people were happy. Should there be a change to the rules? Should they have flown a red flag? Is it too gimmicky? I know there'll be a lot of you getting involved in the comments, and I want you to do it right now. Let me know your opinion. What should have happened when Ricciardo pulled over? Right, this meme is actually from qualifying, but I found it funny anyway. At Baxi Himanshu, new F1 graphic, very useful. It's got to be curtains, hasn't it, for Latifi's F1 career? He's just not good enough. I'm sorry. Come on. He's had a great run. He's had a great time as a Formula 1 driver, but I think it's his moment now to leave. At _Matt_5, what a disappointing finish. There's loads of memes, I'll tell you. At Sahil Dehand 95, race ended behind the safety car. There's the Charles Leclerc, well-known sad face meme. We've got another one. We just keep going. We're not even going to cut it. Here we go. At Tretchman Matt, disappointing way to end. I know, I don't like that. The graphic that says it's ending on the last lap. Don't do that to us. There's why would you put it? It doesn't need to. You don't need to tell us that. It can just be the safety car period forever. I know that technically on the safety car line it goes live again, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Nah. That safety car ending gets my heart pumping. More than usual. Obviously my heart's pumping anyway, but yeah. Not necessary. You baited us. At Suki Yonoda, Lewis Hamilton watching a race ending under a safety car. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of discussion, I think, over these 3 weeks before our next race. 3 weeks, because of Russia, of course, being cancelled. We've got like another mini summer break, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of, really. But we'll have lots of content for you, so don't you worry. All right, we'll be here. At Ticey_46, sorry, Latifi, but your time has come. I don't think we need any more Williams memes, any more Latifi or Nick de Vries memes. It's done, in my opinion. The papers will be signed at the end of today. Has to. At Jack_TS_30, everyone trying not to bring up Abu Dhabi when there's a late safety car. F1 Twitter went into meltdown. Did it not? Like Michael Massey, he would have never done this. He would have sent five of the lap cars through and gone, well, no, chop, we got to have one lap showdown. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of people still hurting from last year, and it was a complete farce. But to be honest, could they have done anything differently? Could they have sped up and got those last 2 cars through and had a one-lap showdown? Potentially. I know Ferrari aren't happy at all with the fact it didn't restart. But hey, you will let me know your opinion, as you always do. I don't even need to ask you.
It's time for Social Media Team Championship.
Right, Social Media Team Championship time now, and not a lot of banter this weekend, of course, you know, with the mourning and the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, and a lot of respect being shown around from the teams. But we've still managed to get a Social Media Team Championship rundown, so here we go. In third place, we have Haas F1 team. Another overtake for Mick. He takes on over P13. Another one. And that's 1 point for you, Haas. Well done. In second place, we have Mercedes AMG F1. We will end the race behind the safety car. That took a lot of confidence to put that tweet out. So, Mercedes, you get a couple of points, all right? Well done. And finally, the winners of the Social Media Team Championship, of course, go to Williams Racing the moment you secure your first F1 points on your debut. Wow, thank you very much. It's been incredible. Points on debut, thank you. Swearing, my shoulders are dead. Well done, Nick. Not only do you get points for, well, I guess you don't technically get points for Social Media Team Championship, but you got points in the race, and your team gets maximum as well. Well done, Williams. That's 1 point for Haas, 2 points for Mercedes, and 3 points for Williams F1.
And now it's time for Race Rundown with your host, Matthew Gallagher.
Right, race rundown time, now let's do it. Race rundown time, let's do this. The finishers of the Italian Grand Prix were Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez, Norris, Gasly, De Vries, Zhou, Galocon. Who is Galocon? Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez, Norris, Gasly, De Vries. That's a different one, isn't it? Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez, Norris, Gasly, De Vries, Zhou, Ocon, Schumacher, Bottas, Tsunoda, Latifi, Magnussen. That'll do. I don't care. The non-finishers were Ricciardo, Stroll, Alonso, Vettel. Done. Right, that is it. Thank you so much for watching the internet's best reactions to the Italian Grand Prix. It's a shame that Ferrari did not get onto the top step of the podium, but alas, it was, well, I was about to say it was a good race. It wasn't even a good race, was it? Like, maybe a 5 out of 10. Monza, not great. Spa wasn't great either. We need some controversy. We need some bangers. This year hasn't delivered what maybe we were expecting compared to what we had last year. But either way, hope you enjoy the 3-week break. I will as a Ferrari fan. Hashtag WTF1 if you want to get involved next time and potentially win an amazing Fanatec prize. And we'll see you, well, before 3 weeks. Don't worry, we've got lots of content. We'll be live on Twitch and blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. And we'll see you very soon. Bye!